recording, so let me do that. Welcome back to YouTube audience for what is CLG FC episode 177. Let's see. We're doing all right. Very good artist, though. I can't say enough about Mahu Karp. They're checking offsides on the Palace goal. I think it looks, from everything I've seen from this VAR angle, it looks okay. Let's fucking go, says Viva. Yeah, I had a feeling that's about the goal, not the fact that registration for the convention is $70. You think that's bad, by the way, Viva? That's discounted because the convention starts on a Friday, right? So anime conventions usually always Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Some start Thursday, but most start Friday. So if you actually wanted to register at the door, it was $90 yesterday. They do discounts though, where it's like if you register, obviously the convention's in February. It's usually always around Valentine's Day weekend. So if you registered for the convention, say, before January the 1st, it was $80. If you registered, like, before July the 1st, it was, like, $60 for the whole weekend instead. So as you get closer to the event, it gets more expensive. And then the price dwindles down as the event goes on, right? So obviously, if you were to show up today, you're only buying a pass for 2 days instead of 3 because the first day was yesterday. So it's $70 instead of 90, and then tomorrow it's I think 45. It's like 45 or 40 or something like that. So, but training schedule for the week, everything looks good there. We're gonna keep moving on. 12 days to go. Mate, if it's taking you this long, he's on. I'm just saying, if it's taking you this long, he's on sides. Like the call on the field has to stand. This is the shit that drives me nuts about VAR. We don't do any of this shit. We don't do any of this shit in MLS. You know what we do in MLS? The VAR ref would look at this still image and say, is there a clear error that's been made in giving this goal on sides? And obviously it's way too tight to overturn, and they would say no, there is no clear and obvious error. The on-field decision is going to stand. He's on side, and that's it. Instead of the 3-minute review to draw lines and see if he's on side, it would have just been like, is it very clear and obvious that he is in an offside position? No, on-field decision will stand. And that's it. And they don't even call the ref over for that. That's not even something the ref's a part of. They just say, we're checking, and then afterwards they say, okay, it's not clear and obvious. Check is done. Go, you know what I mean? So, which is kind of the way it should be. It's definitely the way it should be. So, of course, I talk shit about Mateta, and then what happened? He fucking scored. So, I guess my foot's in my mouth here, a bit. But that's fine. We're moving on. I'm not offering him a new deal. And he's like borderline, but probably not. There's a lack of depth at right wing. You're an idiot. Because there's not. Oh fuck! I meant to move him to the under 19s because he's too old. Oh well. Let me put that mix back on that I had going on. We're just going to jump right back in the middle of it. So it's going to be an explosion of sound. That's very good. That's very good. Poor Goodyear, man, trying to win fucking MLS, and the man's there for his 4th season trying to win it. It's a hard fucking league to win, man. MLS is a hard fucking league to win. You know, anybody can win the Supporter Shield. That's not the league. You know, a lot of people do. I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know why. But I see people do. Nah, he brought this on himself. He's doing well. He's doing really well. He's just the nature of the league makes it hard to win, man. Like, people don't understand. Like, I hate it when people do MLS challenges. They're like, right, I'm going to pick up MLS. We're going to do MLS. And then they win the Supporter Shield, and I'm like, that's it. We're done here. The challenge is over. No, the fuck it is not. It's not over. You have to win MLS Cup. If you win the Supporter Shield and you don't win MLS Cup, the challenge is not over. You have not won the title. Win MLS Cup. He's doing insanely well, but that's to be expected. You know. Oh, deflect corner. Like, that drives me up a wall about some people. They're like, try to win it, man. Try to actually go win MLS. It's fucking difficult. You know? Because you can be the best team, you can be the second best team, you can be the third best team, and your players don't show up for one game, and it's over. Your season is over. So, that might be our next save. I'm thinking. I'm entertaining the idea more and more. But I have a really stupid idea for a save as well that I kind of want to try at the same time, and I'm holding on to it a little bit in the back pocket. So mainly because we're not going to be done with this save until probably the time FM26 comes out, in all honesty. I think the earliest I see myself completing this save is like December. So. Good ball movement from Palace here. Really good. Oh, he slipped. Why is he slipped? That's ruined it all. They moved the ball so well, and then he slipped in the box under no contact. Huh. Fuck, they moved the defenders apart so well, too. And then the slip gave it all away. I'm sure Liverpool fans know the feeling. Way! Just shot at Viva there. Farewell. Listen, hey, wait, hold on, time out. You've at least won the league, okay? It took you a few years after that, but you've at least won the league, okay? And you're on course to win it again this season, to be fair. So, I mean, shit, come on, man. Take happiness in that. Oh, okay. No. Oh, wow, okay. We won't. You don't know. You're playing fucking Wolves tomorrow. You should beat them. Hold on. What's your run-in like? That's my question. What's your run-in like? We got the 50 best. Hold on. Is it Liverpool? Liverpool. Right. You got Wolves, Villa, City, Newcastle. Okay. Some of that's actually a challenging run, except for Wolves. But then you got Southampton, Everton again, Fulham, West Ham, Leicester, Spurs. Those are 5 winnable games. The Everton one will be tricky, yes. But Fulham, West Ham, Leicester, and Spurs, you should be smashing. Chelsea, Arsenal, okay. Brighton, Palace. It's kind of tough. But, like, who's chasing you? Arsenal? You're being chased by a London club, man. You're being chased. Lurk, sorry I missed anything. Watching 2 streams at the same time. Seeing as you're online for 9 hours, I will be looking. I appreciate it, Zan. Thank you, brother. Arsenal have us, Forest, Man United, Chelsea, Fulham, Everton, Brentford, Ipswich, Palace, Bournemouth, Liverpool, Newcastle, and Southampton. So the run-in is easier for Arsenal. However, it is a North London club, And if it's one thing that they're very good at, it's absolutely fucking bottling it. Um, 50 best one. 50 best one. Forest isn't chasing the title. Forest is not chasing the title for you guys. They're way too far back. So um, anyway, the best 50 Wonder Kids. Um, Real San Sebastian have the top Wonder Kid, Luis Miguel Hernandez, and then Alex Bilbao from Atletico Bilbao. What is it? Does his mom really like the club? Like what? Like I'm sorry, I'm taking a snip of that. Uh, West Ham. West Ham have the third best wonder kid in the world. Let's go. Besiktas, fuck that club. Lingby, Club Atletico Tucumán. That's Argentina. Okay. Slaven Belupo. Is that Croatia? Okay. Uh, Basak Sahir in Turkey. West Ham will sell him for cheap. Yes, we will. Spurs, Victoria Pleasant. Spurs again. VDG. That's got to be Brazilian. Yeah. Arsenal, Chelsea, Anderlecht, Salzburg 20. Is that What do you say? Seske Budejovic. Budejovic. Uh, from Czechia. Bohemians, which is Czech. Shesk. Shesk. Okay. Thank you, Viva. Uh, Alaves. Where's Alaves at? Spanish second division. Wow. Okay. Never forget that Arsenal's won one trophy in 5 years under Arteta. He's still in the job, and every Man United manager that won trophies were sacked. Yeah, Shesk. So I know. People think Ten Hag was the problem. He definitely wasn't the problem at Man United. It's definitely the ownership. Amarim's a good manager, though. He might get enough out of them this season, but you know, good managers cannot overcome bad owners. They never will. Uh, um, Al, hello. It's the players, dude. Owners don't play. Owners are responsible for the culture of the club, though. So, people can say the players that there is truth to that. Yes, don't get me wrong. The players they have aren't good enough. But I mean, you look at what's going on in Philadelphia right now with the union. You know, the owner's been a really bad cheapskate for 15 seasons, and we have one supporter shield and five lost finals um, for it. So we spent 600 million. Yeah, and then this fucking training facilities aren't up to date. The fucking roof is leaking. So I don't know, under 10. I don't know. Maybe you do have a point though about spending 600 million. I'll give you that. You do. I did forget that detail, which seems to be a pretty important one to be fair. Uh, Al Hilal, Cardiff, Bayern 2, Stoke, who are in League One, aren't they? Yeah. Uh, Den Haag. That's got to be yeah, Netherlands in the Eredivisie. Sion, which is in Switzerland 20. Jablonec, which is in Czechia as well. Czechia's producing a shit ton of talent right now. Dortmund tuned Forest Green Rovers have a top 50 wonder kid. Bristol Rovers, Juventus, Arsenal, Luzerne, which is in Switzerland as well. Newcastle, Barnsley, Leeds, Salzburg, Dortmund 2 again, and Montpellier. So, how about that? Um, right. CLG FC contract set to expire. Uh, Leisure Wood's done well. Wardrobe's done well. I don't know if I bring them back. They're 19 now. I'm gonna trigger the extension on this guy though. I mean his potential's way, 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 way too much. So we'll delay on these guys. Youth contracts, I don't really have a lot of potential. Um, so we'll delay as well. Social feed. That's pretty much it. It's April. Oh no, the next match is April 10th, but it is about to be April, which means actually the MLS transfer window, the primary transfer window in MLS is actually about to close as well. It closes usually mid-April, so and then it will open again, I believe, in July, um, for a few weeks. Oh, Palace, almost. That was good ball movement. It was really hard ball to control, but it had to be that pass had to be hit with pace. So almost there. I'm gonna send this to a friend who's a Real Madrid fan. Real quick. Marcus Red, please. Where is it? This Atletico Bilbao snip. I just think that's funny. That there's a player named A. Bilbao, and that for playing for a club, playing for Atletico Bilbao. Like it's just okay. Sure, sure. Why not? That's how I feel. Like why not? Anyway. Hmm. Never get me wrong. The club needs updating, etc. For me, the way to do that is good recruitment and performance on the pitch. Owners are secondary. Yes, they control the spending. The football decides the way to play, and the players they buy or promote from youth teams. That's and honestly, I have no rebuttals to that, Zan. Those are all fair points. I do think that when I look at and I agree that maybe the situation is different actually so I shouldn't say maybe. I agree the situation is different at Man United than Philadelphia, but I look at Philadelphia as like mainly because I'm a fan of the club and I see a little bit more than other people might not see, just being so following the club so closely and you know the the modus operandi has been the youth development, which has been great. We have the best youth academy in the entire continent of North America, but we promote so many of them and there's no quality talent that comes in that they want to buy from, or that they buy from overseas with, and the club continues to struggle year over year over year over year because you just can't win anything with kids. Clubs are scared to implement youth. We are the opposite of that, but then we implement so much youth we have no oh, Jabaroo. Jabaroo. Let me pause so you can actually hear the alert because I have it set now to come in all through the web stream, even though I was playing music. So I probably should actually do that if I'm going to play music and then just have it audio controlled through OBS. There we go. Let me replay that for you. Um,
I
there we
owe
go.
allegiance to no entity. I intend to
Jeb,
live by my own code now.
you legend. Jeb trying to get himself banned with his first message in the chat. What's up, Jeb? Thank you for the raid, brother. Appreciate it. Guys, if you're not following Jeb, really fun football manager streamer. He's part of a big network save with D, Rich Owens, Steak Bake as well. Uh, no, it's not like Benny and the Jets or Benny and anything else. But give a follow to Jebaru, who I'm going to give the Twitch shout out to as well. But I realize now that I actually still owe Zig the Twitch shout out, so I'll do that as well once that I'll fucking remember to do it this time. God damn it. But anyway, welcome in Benny Cage. No, it's not a cage. Stop with the cage. It's not. It's Kage. Anyway. For those that don't know, I am Benekage. Welcome along. We are playing a bottom to top community save called CLG FC. It is, what is that emote? Oh, it is. Hold on, I can't see it in OBS because I've got so much shit in the chat. Cheers, Carlton. Nice, very nice. I like it. Very good. Uh, Benny Cookie, is that what we're going with? We're getting closer. No. Um, but for those don't know, I am Benekage. This is a bottom to top save using a custom club called Counter Logic FC. So if anybody knows esports at all, Counter Logic Gaming was a esports organization. It died in 2023, April 2023. It died, and we recreated the esports organization as a football club in FM. We stuck him in the 20th division using Dan FM databases, England level 20 database save, and we're trying to take them from the 20th tier to the top. All of the starting members of the lineup here that you see are have some connection to Counter Logic Gaming. So Snicky, myself, Parks, we were former commentators. Jack Lemon was their Discord moderator. Frack was a personal friend of one of the former players of Counter Logic Gaming, etc., 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 etc. An esports team died? No. Was it financial mismanagement? No. I can now ring Roy Keane and Carlton directly. I'm going to get canceled. Oh God, no. Essentially what happened is um, the owner of Counter Logic Gaming, who is where is he? Maybe I got to go to board. I got to go to board, don't I? This guy, Hotshot GG, he sold 51% to MSG Group, who owns the New York Rangers, the New York Knicks. They own the Vegas Sphere as well. Um, I don't know why he did that, but he sold 51% of the stake, and then they turned around and sold all of their 51% to NRG, who just consumed all of CLG, didn't even take the assets on board, like the branding or anything. They just consumed the League of Legends teams, laid everybody else off, and didn't sell the IPs. MSG still, I think, owns the IPs, but um, they would be coming into public domain in a few years if they're not used, right? Because the way copyright works in the US is that you have to prove that you are still using the IP to some extent in order to retain the rights to it. But horrible esports business, then yes. So, welcome. Thank you for the follow, Veggie. Appreciate it. So, yeah, horrible management. And yeah, CLG died. So, off the back of that, and we were all fans of CLG. A lot of us that were on this that you see here actually are in a Discord together. The old CLG Discord actually got taken over by NRG, and we all moved and created our own. And there's about 300 of us in the Discord that are that's talk to each other basically every day. So I mean, not everybody talks every day, but there's 300 of us former Counter Logic Gaming fans that keep in contact with each other, which is nice. We actually do like a Christmas Pollyanna. You guys might call that Secret Santa. The kind of Philly Italian term for it is Pollyanna, but yeah, we do things together every once in a while. So not like Into the Breach, I guess. Maybe not. What, esports orgs being mismanaged horribly? I know, right? Jesus. Although, to be fair, speaking of esports orgs, Team Liquid just announced they just redid their badge and they announced their new logo, and it's actually fucking sick. It's actually an esports rebrand that's not minimalistic bullshit. It's actually kind of quite nice. So I would have to find it again. It's buried somewhere. I've left esports. I haven't been in esports in about 11 months because I used to be a commentator myself. And I am so glad I've left esports. So I started unfollowing a lot of that shit on Twitter. So I don't even see it anymore. So I grew up near Milnthorpe. I produce oh shit! You produce production manage esports stuff amongst other things. That's sick. The only esports I watch is Pez and GT. I used to be a Counter-Strike commentator. Um, so I commentated women's Counter Strike for 4.5 years. Um, and I just kind of got fed up with a lot of the politics and stuff behind the scenes that were going on. Other commentators undercutting things like that. Biggest one you did was VCT in Berlin for 6 months. That is a big fucking event. That's a tier one event. That's a big fucking event. So um, I know a lot of my former Counter Strike commentators I worked with went over to VCT. Like Upmind went over to VCT right in the early stages. I know Bach did a lot of VCT stuff as well. Really great dude. Bach's a fucking phenomenal dude. I love him. But yeah, yeah, a lot of guys went over there to VCT when that first came onto the scene. So Lucy Luce, she's gone big, which is awesome. Yes, I do. We never commentated together, but we covered the same scene. You know what I mean? So um, she would come in sometimes when I was streaming other events to watch the games because I would cover the women's scene. So there might be smaller tournaments that I would cover. Like I used to cover Gamers Club events, which were Brazilian only events, and they never had English commentary, and they only ran through a partnered program. So you couldn't just pick up. They weren't open IP. You couldn't just pick. At least the big events weren't. You couldn't just pick up the event and start commentating it. So I got partnered with them for a little while to do English commentary of the Brazilian women's Counter Strike circuit. So she would come in to watch the stream sometimes to keep an eye on what's going on, or at least see what's going on in the women's game in Brazil, because she does all the big lands for the women's scene in Counter Strike, and now she does like majors as well. So you gave her and Neo their first land. That's pretty awesome, actually. So she's she's phenomenal. Her and B Dog as a duo are incredible. Incredible commentators. So I can't say enough about them. They're really, 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 really class. So can I be virtual? Yes, I can. Esports is not all that though. It's very overhyped compared to people watching. No disrespect to their achievements. I agree partially. Um, West Ham beat Man United 3-0. Look at that. Just they needed to win West Ham. So um, I think the fans give you a mindset that it's going to be the next big thing, like it's going to overtake sports, traditional sports, and I don't think it ever will. Um, but I do think the people that work in the industry have talent that is on par with people that do professional sports commentary. And I think the broadcast crews and the producers and all of that stuff are on par with people that do professional broadcasting. I think esports is often a stepping stone to that, and I think that's and rightfully so because you gain a lot of like. I know a producer in the scene called Flippy Bits who does just insane work, and he did a lot of ECT events as well. And the skills that he got in producing across, I'm more talking about the players, not the commentators. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. But I mean, they still train a lot. Like they train their training regimens are fucking insane. Some of the players, you know, you show traditional sports broadcast people to esports broadcasts, and their mind is blown. Oh, I agree, Jeb, but um, like you gain a lot of that experience on how to produce a broadcast like that in esports, right? Like, I mean, there are esports producers I know. Chespuff is another one. That great dude. I love Chespuff. He's got like he'll have 6 computers to do one broadcast, and he'll put it on, and he's cutting highlights together and everything. Like it's insane. So the crossover between the two is so big now because the team in sports broadcasting is so bigger. You know what I mean? Like the team in traditional sports broadcasting, the broadcast team is so big compared to esports broadcasting, where it's a few people. You know what I mean? Like you might have one producer, one executive producer, and one broadcast director, and then you have your pool of commentators in esports. And in traditional sports, that's fucking way bigger than that. You know what I mean? Between all the camera operators and everything else. So, but you know, it's it's still a big thing, esports production, and those people are insanely talented that do it. So I try to take nothing away from them because what the skills that they acquire are really through a lot of labor of love. And there's skills that anybody that just jumps into it is not going to have. You know what I mean? So, uh, you know, that's fine. You can do this is fine, and then we're gonna 1 month for that. Yes, yes, and then we're gonna move on. Uh, Stop developing. 1 month, please, for this one. Uh, yeah, I'm not gonna offer these two contracts. They're good. End the meeting. Thank you. Let's move on. So I'm still loving the memes about the biggest sport in the world, Super Bowl or World Cup final. Oh yeah, I know. So they said the Super Bowl here, and I don't know how much validity there is to it, but they said it was the most watched event in U.S. history. Most watched event in U.S. TV history, and I think it was the Super Bowl. So. By average viewership, yes, it was the largest event in the United States ever watched. Um, so Everton just scored, yeah. 127.7 million people watched Super Bowl 59. It's the most watched event in American television history. Uh, Still nowhere close to the World Cup. Absolutely nowhere close to the World Cup. Most watched television broadcasts. Uh, why doesn't it breaks it? See, this breaks it down by country. I just want to know overall in the world. It's got to be the World Cup. So, anyway, we'll do leagues in focus a little bit later. We still got 4 days to go. We should do it now, but we'll do it. We'll do it next episode probably. Meh, it was only the Eagles. You mean that are losing or that won the Super Bowl? Be very careful, Viva. Yeah, I'm trying to see. It's not telling me. It's not telling me what the largest event is. Thanks, Wikipedia. All the fucking information you have, and you don't know. Number one's got to be. See, I don't even know. None of this sounds. The 2022 FIFA World Cup final ranks 7th on this list. I don't know if that's true or not. I would have thought a lot more people would have watched that because of the Messi angle. 1-1 between the Union and Dallas, so they pick up another point at least. So, according to this list, it's the good shit coming in with a raid.
I intend to live by my own
A lot of people
code
boycotted. Okay. Oh fuck! The ads just started. God damn it. Oh my god! And he's subscribed. Oh my word. Oh my word. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. I'll be back in a few dinners ready. Take all the time you need. Benny, Kuja, Dave, People might have boycotted that. Yeah, that's a good shout. Be careful what Google tells you. I know because the AI thing. This is Watch Mojo, and Watch Mojo said the FIFA World Cup final in 2022 was seventh with 1.5 billion. Live Aid was 1.9 billion. That's the one that Freddie Mercury sung at. Leon Spinks and Muhammad Ali 2 was 2 billion. The funeral of Michael Jackson 2.5. I doubt that. The funeral of Princess Diana 2.5 billion. The 1996 Summer Olympics opening ceremony in Atlanta 3.5 billion. I somewhat doubt that. A lot of people would have watched that. I wouldn't have doubted if they said 1.5 billion, but 3.5 billion in '96 when there was only like 5 billion people on the planet. I don't know about that one, Chief. And they said the state funeral of Elizabeth II with 4 billion people. I don't know if that's true. A lot of people probably watch that, but I don't know if 4 billion is the right number. Do you know what I mean? Like something tells me that's not correct. So, yeah. Anyway, let's give the shout out, shall we? Um, I muted because I slash is my kill button. So there's a link to Dave there, the Goodja, who's doing an MLS save, trying to win MLS Cup with New England. It's actually quite interesting. Um, and then at the top of the chat is the Ziggurath. Follow him. He's another Football Manager streamer. Network save with Dave and D, I believe, and all them. Also has uh, you also have Satisfactory with the group and Baldur's Gate, which is interesting. So they can have watched it after to get acquainted with the story. Maybe, I don't know. I just don't know how much I trust that number is all. Because two, like, what are they counting as watched? 1 minute? If you watch 1 minute, is that what the count? Like, the one that I saw for the U.S. numbers, it was average viewers. So it was like, okay, you know, that kind of makes sense. So that's a little bit more of a harder number. You know what I mean? So we apparently are having an excellent youth intake. So shit, let's go. Lurking for a bit, don't bottle. We've already won the league, mate. We're not bottling. We're going up to level 11. So we are on our way. But thank you for the lurk, Viva. Uh, let me see if I can shout out the good you now. I have to wait 13 seconds. Okay, cool. Um, I'm liking this mix. First time I've heard it before. I am the person that looks at something different than the masses. That's the scout in you. That's the scout in you. There's the Twitch shout out for the good you. Follow him if you're not already. He's done Samba Steel, where he's won everything in South America. He's won. He's done Rewriting History, where he tries to keep the 3 relegated sides up from the Premier League in one season. He's done. He's doing MLS now, where he's trying to take the perennial bottlers of the MLS, which is the New England Revolution. Although the New York Red Bulls are giving him quite a run at that title. But they're trying to take perennial bottlers New England Revolution to the MLS Cup for the first time ever. The Revolution IRL, the reason I say perennial bottlers, is because the Revolution are a 96 team who have never won the MLS Cup despite making 5 finals. So they've made the final 5 times. They have never won. The New York Red Bulls have made it twice, and they've never won. In fact, there's only 4 clubs that have made it to an MLS Cup final and have never won the title. Dallas and Philly, who have only made it once. The Red Bulls, who have made it twice, and New England, who have made it 5 times. So, um, we are 1-10 favorites. Milnthorpe Corinthians are 20-1. The draw is 5-1. Scott Pearson holds the division record for assists with 13. Sheamus is at 13. One more assist, and Sheamus will break the league record. How about that? So we are 1 day away. We're going to be getting into it, and then we have 1 game left. And after that game, we will be counting down to the preseason, starting the preseason and going into the Euro 2032 campaign. There's the autosave. And let me get rid of this tab. I don't need it anymore. There we go. God, I need another cup of coffee or something. So, I've had I had a cup of coffee this morning at like 9 o'clock, and then I had another one at like 11 maybe, and I had the London fog, but I'm kind of just like a little bit, I didn't know. All right, I'm ready to go for the match. Let's get into it. 10th place Milnthorpe Corinthians, and then we finished the season at 3rd place Marsh United, which if anybody remembers the Marsh game, that was the 7-3 absolute mayhem that was earlier in the season at the halfway point. Marsh were second at that point in time as well. We weren't being chased by Marsh or Catton United. We were being chased by Marsh at the time. And then they've never really recovered into second after that loss. So there's that. I also think I have Dave open as a tab, so now I need to close him. Yep. Yep. So let me refresh the Twitch list to see what's going on there real quick. We are expected to win. The marquee matchup is us versus Milnthorpe. Scott's going live. Without a word. Well, I gotta unfollow this person real quick, because I never go to their streams, and they always stream games that I have absolutely no interest in watching. There we go. Refresh that list again. Thank you very much. Let me go back to the list that the music real quick, because I'm gonna have to end that in a minute. So Everton look like they're gonna hold on, man. Moyes has got them. Moyes has given them 13 points in 16 out of. I'm sorry, 13 points out of 15. That's kind of crazy if they hold on to this. And West Ham thought he wasn't good enough. Fucking Christ almighty. You know what I mean? Green shines as Camp finds fitness for Counterlogic FC under-18s. They did win. It was Philip Draper in the 13th, Gavin Green in the 17th before Mullen rolls from the penalty marker in the 19th. Gavin Green got a second one from the penalty marker in the 43rd before Marlon Rolls got his second from the penalty marker in added time at the end of the first half. Philip Draper got a second for himself from open play in the 71st, and 11 minutes later completed his hat trick. Make it 5-2 over the Wealdstone under-18s. We stay a point back of FC Halifax Town, who themselves are only a point ahead of us, and we all have, by the way, 3 Ultra Cham are level on points with us too. We have a way better goal difference though, and we are all currently with 3 games left to play. Barney Tulloch got injured in that match. He was the goalkeeper. He is our backup goalkeeper. He's out 5 to 8 weeks. I think it's fine only because we got 2 games left anyway. So um, we should be good to see those games out, knock on wood, which I will do now. So Palace are probing here. It's a good cross. Oh, it's a bad touch. And we're getting ready to get into the game. So I appreciate the raids, Jeb and Goodja. I know Goodja stepped out, but it means a lot that you guys decide to send your viewership here. I know this stream at times can fluctuate with just the general interest of what's going on or the game we are playing or the pace at which we play. So to send them here time and time again, it means a lot. I really can't thank you guys enough. Right, everybody is playing. Music, it's time for you to stop. We're halfway through that mix. We're not making no changes whatsoever. Although I am gonna again take. Actually, can I undo that, please? Let me put him back because I love Wildman. I really want to get Wildman some more minutes, but like shit, man, I need a midfield sub. Last time I didn't really have enough subs, so Kendi, Norris, Wellman. Who's our S5? Jones. Jones and Mukendi and a keeper always have to come with, just because this guy is fucking clutch. This guy is our best header of the ball, and then obviously bring a backup keeper just in case, right? So that really doesn't leave me with a lot of options. So since it's forward, I do one midfield sub, right? And then I do one who also thankfully could play defensive center if need be, and then I do one sub across the back line. And I do this in my Worcester Park save in FM10 as well, because in that save you can only name 5 subs, make 3. So the way I always list out subs when it's name 5, make 3, it's always goalkeeper, striker, somebody who plays in all 3 positions across the front line, someone who plays in both positions in the midfield, and someone who plays in all 4 positions on the back line. That's the way that's the way I recruit, that's the way I make subs, that's the way I name players to the bench. Like, that's always what I try to do, so that no matter what happens, if something goes wrong in a certain area of the pitch, I can make a substitution, get fresh legs on, maybe get somebody in the game that's going to be able to play and provide some more to it. So that's the way I always do it. But anyway, let's get into the match, shall we? I mean, that'll obviously change as I get into divisions that will allow me to have more subs. We are warming up. The players are warming up. Oh, that's blocked. He's not got a lot of time left. They've got to hold on to this ball, Palace. They cannot lose this ball. They've got to get the ball forward. They've got to get the ball forward. Nope. Anthony Taylor's seen enough. Everton got another fucking win. Look at that. Jesus, they are. We're going to press Nicholas Lancaster. They've made no changes to their starting lineup from the previous encounter. We're going to point the finger. We're going to give him that. And we are going to go. 14 wins in a row. Everton are up to 13th just off the back of that. Jesus. Milnthorpe, 4 straight losses. They're 0-1-4 in their last 5. They're looking primed to go down. This could relegate them, depending on if results elsewhere go against them. But we are underway. Milnthorpe in the red. We are in the black with the blue. Let's get to it, shall we? I have an idea for our walkout / starting / fight song. for next season as well. What a save from Masudi to start. Cross comes in. Oh, it's over the top. I will say when we're done this game, I'm going to take a 5-minute break, probably like a 5-7-minute break. So headed back in, and it's cleared by Watson. Good ball, good movement. Sheamus cuts back. Akunikun. Oh my God. Spaps can't get to it. I will, but that's easy for Masudi. Frack. Cookies. Snicky, plenty of space. Got to hold up the ball. Oh, play him through. He was making the run. Play him through. Play that through ball. Spaps. Frack. Cookies. Twinkle. Akunikun, good ball. Sheamus, good ball. Sheamus! Side of the net. Ah! All right. Good takeaway. Spaps. Akunikun didn't need to give that to Snicky. It's way too heavy a touch, too. Fuck. Lancaster's actually going to come up with it as well. Now we got to track back. Kenyon. Watson. Williams. Lancaster. Cross comes in. That's a good win by Frack. He needed to win that. Corner it will be. Lancaster, good save. Good save from Brott. Lancaster to take the corner. Cleared. Akonikun's going to run that down. Should be the end of the highlight. Or not. Maybe on the counter. Nope. Lancaster's won that header. Sheamus going to win it. Win the foot race, though. Twinkle. Go left. Sheamus again. Just help hold of that ball. I thought he took too heavy a touch. And then he just loses it to Kenyon for no reason. Okay. Here comes the cross. Spaps. Can't win it. Kirk puts it out. Corner it will be. Sheamus whips in. Spearing. Heads it away. Another corner. Here's Sheamus. Whipped up, not out. Parks over the top. Over the top from Parks. Here's a Akunikun with a free kick. Going for goal, off the wall. Whipped in. That's right at Masudi. So 20 minutes gone. Almost 20 minutes gone. That one's over the top. Akunikun with a free kick. Oh my God, is he going to go for goal? That was from miles out, too. Now it's 20 minutes gone. And we're still scoreless. Anthony, Wagner. Lancaster. Kenyon. No, good block, Jack. Holy moly. Good block. Lancaster, it's headed away by me. Wagner comes down with it. Wagner. on the left. Brat's going to grab it out of the air. Very nice. Very nicely done, Brat. Myself, Twinkle, Konekun, Twinkle, Parks, Sheamus, Parks, whips in across. Nobody's in the box to collect it, but it will be out for a corner anyway. Frack, good ball. Spaps was on sides. Come on, Spaps, find the final ball. Find the cross. Find the something. A cut in. Oh, fucking just loses it. Stokes does put it out for a corner, though. Here comes the corner. Back post. Just a throw in. Here's Kenyon Williams. Good cutout from Jack Twinkle. There's no need to boot it forward. They could have you could have played out the back. No need for that. Spaps, Cookies. Inside for Konekun. Good touch of Konekun. Run with it, run with it, run with it. Konekun. Oh, the cut across Snicky! 16th of the season. I don't know how a ball that close to the byline got all the way to the back post. I don't. Like, I would have thought the keeper should have just gone down and grabbed this, because it was a low cross. I don't know how he didn't grab it. I'll take it. 1-0. We had to stay patient for that goal, but we did get it. 1-0. Over the top, and that's headed away. Corner kick for Millenthorpe Corinthians coming up. We're on the break. Snicky. Akonikun. Maybe that was meant for Cookies. I don't know. I tried to step it up, take it away. Thankfully, Akonikun assisted. Brought to get us started. Parks. Down the wing. Yep, Sheamus. Akonikun on the inside. Akonikun can drift central now. Pick your head up! See where your players are at. See where your teammates are at. Sheamus. Early cross. Snicky could be there. Headed away. Twinkle. Parks. Sheamus. Parks. Back post. Cookies. Off the bar. It was off the bar and it came right down in front. And Cookies couldn't get another foot to it. Still 1-0. Whipped in. Brought, thankfully, snatches that out of the air. Jack. Sheamus. Akonikun. Too far in front for Snicky. Kenyon. Spearing. Back to Kenyon. Lancaster inside. And he's fired it over the brick wall in the back as well. Kenyon Williams. Kenyon. Hibbert Ordish. Spearing. Kirk. Anthony. Oh, what a steal from Spaps. Good ball movement. Cookie's offsides. Jack just got booked. Shima's back post can't come down with Park's first time, and that was, it looked like he just hit the turf with his foot, or maybe put the ball into the turf and it lost a lot of momentum. That is halftime, though. 12-4, 2.11 on the XG to 0.35. We do need to take charge of the match. When are the ads? That's what I forgot to say. They're not running anytime soon. Good. Twinkle. Parks. Akonikun. Parks. Kenyon takes it off him. End of the kickoff highlight. Park gets this back underway. Akonikun. Spaps. Oh, Sticky! Offsides. Oh, Spaps was offsides. Who was that? That was me that just got booked. Now both center backs are going to be on ease off tackles. That's not great. That's not what we want. Snicky, go wide. Go wide, Snicky. There you go. Maybe a little bit late. Snicky's got to duck back inside. Oh, look at the space here. Cookies, I was going to... Konikun over the top. I was going to be like, Cookies was driving the defender wide and the space opened up, and I just thought, it's so... It's right there for Snicky to just drive into the lane. Brat's got that out of the air. Twinkle's now been booked as well. So, that's going to be the first sub, is Sam Wellman coming on for Twinkle. Akonikun. Cookies, Akonikun. Somebody stop playing with their back towards the goal so they can shoot. Good ball. Snicky's got it. Too heavy a touch. Cleared out to Parks. Parks whips one back in far post. Spaps is there. Heads it up. Offsides on Spaps. He might be the next one that's got to go. There we go. Goes. Oh. Yeah, that's correct. All right, Spaps is out. Harry Norris is also in for Jack. We could use the second goal here. Cookies. Joe Jones. What a ball. Akonikun can't turn his back. Can't turn towards goal apparently. Parks. Wellman. Akonikun. Wellman. Wellman's going to go himself, and that's over. The homemade sausage roll in the oven, so good. Oh, God. I bet. I'm probably going to pop out and just have like a cookie or two right now. During this break coming up. So, I don't want to eat too heavy. I ate a heavy breakfast, so. I'm like, I just need something to hold me over till dinner. Something light. Here's Brat. Homemade sausage roll sounds really, really lovely, though. Like, damn, that sounds so good. Ay, ay, ay. Lancaster. Williams. That's out for a corner. Ah! It's only 1-0. We gotta take our chances for a second and bury it, you know, just to see the game out. I don't do delivery or fast food. I make everything at home. Well, if my stature didn't appear, I do delivery and fast food, but not every day or anything like that. From time to time. Seamus Snicky. Oh. The place near me that I ordered the Jersey sandwich from today is a local farm though, and they have a storefront, and they make the order food there for you, so which is kind of nice. So I went there. I ordered a Jersey sandwich with pork roll, egg, and cheese, and then I got 2 hash browns with it. That's nice. They usually make and cut everything up themselves. I mean, with the pork roll, it's a little bit different, but um, yeah, it's good stuff usually. I have been cooking since I was 13 or so. See, I don't cook a ton. Maybe less than I need to or less than I should, but that's out for a corner as well. Cookies. Sheamus, myself, Frack, myself, Wellman, Akunikun. Headed back in, and Masudi has it, but it's out for a corner. 81st minute for the corner. Another corner on the other side now. Whipped in, still no goal. Cookies. I thought the cutback was there for him, but he didn't take it. It's cleared up field. 86th minute now. Akunikun parks. Whips in. Back post. Jones can't get to it. Masudi does. Yeah, I'm fading a bit here. I just need some coffee and some food. Maybe some chocolate as well. Cookies. Wellman. Akunikun. Loses the ball. Sheamus comes down with it. Wellman back for Sheamus. Sheamus wins the header. Snicky not there for it. It'll be a corner. And 51 now. Worked in kitchens. Been a sous chef. Worked in a snack bar. When you know what that is. Yeah. Quite specific to the Netherlands. Oh, a snack bar you mean? Or yeah, I know what a sous chef is. That's what I thought you meant for a minute. I was like, I know what that is. Not a snack bar though. No. Here's Lancaster. Howell. We're in added time. We're almost out of time. What are your thoughts on the new database from Mad? The 88-87 season? I've yet to play a database for Mad Scientist. I will probably try one. 88-87. I was born in, or no, that's 86-87. I was born in 88. So, um, it makes me want to make one though. I think they're really cool, the databases, first off. I think he does a phenomenal job. I think they're really, really, really cool. Um, it makes me want to make one for MLS and do an MLS 96-97 database. Because obviously it was the original season then, right? So. Myself, Wellman. Take a shot, Wellman. Oh, fine. Should have taken a shot, Wellman. Parks. Cookies. Guys, why are we passing when we get that? Like, just shoot the ball. And now Sheamus is offsides. I mean, we gave it up with not a single shot on goal. got to see this game out. It's only 1-0. Here's Hibbert Ordish inside. Good cutout from Norris. So Konikun. The Netherlands Euro champ season in '88. It was okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Snicky. Oh, that's. I feel bad for Netherlands fans because obviously the amount of times you guys have made the World Cup final. Yeah, they even made the World Cup final in this save and then lost the final, and I was like, Christ. Uh, but yeah, that makes sense. Winning the Euros, that's still a huge achievement. Headed up, not away. That's going to be another corner. Should be time. We should get the full-time whistle. Whipped in. That was dangerous. Oh, off the bar. Blow the whistle, ref. There it is. Snicky's 29th minute goal for their 16th of the season is the difference after peppering them. We almost got FM'd. And that is the penultimate game of the season in the books. Let's see where we're at with the league, and then I'm going to try and stave off this crash that I'm getting, this food coma. The only attack. Colorado Rapids have acquired midfielder Josh Atencio from the Seattle Sounders. Seattle will receive $1.3 million in GAM plus add-ons. Atencio will remain a U22 initiative player for Colorado. Atencio, who is 23, made 111 appearances for Seattle. Big story. How about that? There's one other. Colorado mostly funded the acquisition of Josh Atencio by trading international roster spots. The Rapids have generated a total of $725,000 in GAM, plus 2 first-round super draft picks by selling 4 internationals roster spots this offseason. That's a lot to sell. Amy. Well, I can't believe. Look who I am so honored that you're here, Amy. Guys, a wonderful Football Manager streamer who streams midday in England a lot of the times just did a draft with her chat. Has a lot of unique saves with custom clubs as well. And then not so custom clubs. Completed an Airbus save over, what was that, like 20 some seasons? Like 20, 23, 24 seasons, I want to say, was the Airbus one. Currently is managing CE Amy Large. Check her out. Fantastic fun. Yeah, I can't recommend her enough. Really, really, really fun streamer. So you caught me right as I'm like getting ready to take a break, though, Amy. I apologize. Oh, thanks. Yeah, of course. But welcome in. So this is Counter Logic FC. It's a custom club using community members. Goodja's back as well. How was your dinner, Goodja? But yeah, this is Counter Logic FC. It's a custom club using community members that were all had some sort of connection to the old esports org Counter Logic Gaming. That org died in 2023, and we recreated it as a football club in the 20th tier in England. We are going up to the 11th next season. Let's go through these results. We'll explain more in a minute. Carnforth Rangers 3-0 at home versus Endmore KGR. So the relegation battles continue here for the bottom 4. John in the 28th, Affleck in the 33rd from the penalty marker, 47th for John's second goal. Carn first, third, they win 3-0. Though to remain fifth, Enmore KGR cannot climb out of relegation with that. Catton United hosting Polesworth North Warwick. The struggles continue for the men in green. Not in the 8th, put Catton United up 1-0. And then Higby was dismissed from play in the 38th minute for Polesworth North Warwick to make their evening even more difficult. Myers in the 51st and again in the 73rd made it 3-0 Catton. Murphy a minute later pulled one back, but Chisholm in the 82nd put it in his own net. Catton 4-1 over Polesworth North Warwick, who remain at the foot of the table. Kendall County hosting Marsh United. Sanders in the 14th got things started for Kendall County, but Jennings in the 61st leveled it for the visitors. Lund in the 80th made it 2-1 for Marsh United. Kendall County will drop to 8 with the loss. Lancaster Boys Club, Ware Villa, Pennock in the 15th minute before Mason in the 48th, and then Appleyard, what a name, Appleyard, in the 60th put Lancaster Boys Club 3-0 up. Jones in the 78th and in the 80th threatened to steal it all away from Lancaster Boys Club, but they did hold on. Ware Villa cannot make up any ground on the relegation teams. They remain 3 points clear of the drop going into the final game of the season. And then finally, Slime Hest hosting Polton. It was Hackett in the 13th minute that put the visitors up 1-0. Fallon in the 26th doubled the advantage before Bentley pulled one back for Slime Hest in the 33rd. Win in the 41st, though, made it 3-1 Polton. No action in the second half meant that Polton would come away with the point. So there you have it. We are up no matter what, 11 clear with 1 to play. 4 teams are scrapping over the relegation spots and safety here. So, sorry, Viva. There's only one wise man. You ain't him. Could you stop? Fair enough. So, let's. Hopefully this finishes processing. Then we can go into the actual save. And just explain it so real quick. We are kind of like skyrocketing through the divisions, but the question is we are going to hit a wall at some point. When do we hit that wall? I think we hit that wall either when we get to level 11 or when we get to level 10. I think once we get to level 10, we'll probably start to really pitter out a little bit. We'll see. Union lost 2-1 to Miami, and West Ham lost to Arsenal 1-0. That's unfortunate. There is no post-match press conference, so I'm going to immediately click save. I'm going to end the YouTube recording here. So for those on YouTube, thank you for watching. This was CLG FC episode 177. The season finale is the next episode. Until then, take care.